Channel, where's my channel? Gonna go live. Boom. Good morning. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Hey, Ozzy, you're the first one today. I know you are in Australia, that's why you're commenting. Tell me if the air conditioner is too loud, I'll switch it off. Yeah, hi. Evening here, I see. Still trying to... Oh, here I have just chatting live stream. Hello, yeah, just chatting today, guys. Jakub, hi. Hope the Twitch is okay, because once I set it, yeah, we have everything set, looks like. First name, last name, hi. Kevin, hi. Los Angeles, awesome. Is it hot out there now? I think it is. Good morning, Saudi Arabia, Prometheus, greetings, awesome. I guess it's damn hot out there in Saudi Arabia. I already recorded the video on my what is this? Ah, there will be like the Grok live stream. You see? The Grok 4 live stream will begin soon, stay tuned. What time is it? It's 5:44 for me. And it's 20:44 Pacific time. 20:44, 5:44. Good morning to Estonia. Kind of the early morning you have. 6:44, yeah. Hawaii, greetings. Philippines, awesome. Very, yes. Grok missed up. Yeah. So like they say like Grok, yeah, hopefully you can see it. Grok live stream will begin soon, stay tuned. They posted it at 8 Pacific time, 8 p.m. Please fix the raging anti-Semitism of Grok. Does it start at 8? What time does everyone think it will start? I think at 9, maybe tomorrow. One eternity later. Yeah, it will be interesting, especially after the hype which Grok created. Like in the English-speaking community, it went absolutely unhinged, like anti-Semitic indeed. But in Ukrainian community, it went anti-Russian, pro-Ukrainian, like anti-Russian propaganda. That's better to say. So you should come to Saudi Arabia sometime. There is some Ukrainian refugees. Yeah, in Saudi, I didn't know. And they are treated like guests. I didn't know that there are some refugees in Saudi Arabia. You know? Actually, yeah, if we go to YouTube, like there is Ptushkin. It's our Ukrainian vlogger. And just before the COVID, he actually went to Saudi Arabia. Where is this video? Yeah, Saudi Arabia, like here.
Ну что, этот день все-таки настал, и мы с вами в Саудовской Аравии.
So it was fantastic video he filmed there. And Saudi Arabia is now like more open to tourists. Before it was like impossible to go there. Just our pilots went to Jeddah, you know, for flights. But now you can have a tourist visa to go there, and yeah, it's a beautiful country.
А именно в город Джидда,
So yeah, he filmed this video, and the country is beautiful. It's outstanding. Like, the nature is awesome. They also built, you know, this glass building somewhere in the desert, like those constructions. So Ptushkin is like very famous travel vlogger of Ukraine. So yeah, it's like this video was fascinating, and I think it has, like, you see, 38 million views. It has 38 freaking million views. He filmed it. It's his last video before COVID. After it, he made a break because of COVID for, I think, a couple of years. Grok Force Reich. That's a nice joke, Tim. Force Reich. Hi, Betsy. Hope you're doing great. Do you think the Egyptian government more aligned with Russia? Or I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not into Egypt at all. Is anyone leveraging the thief beefing between 45 or 47 and Max to encourage Elon to fund Ukrainian defense? Elon will never do it. He has his own crazy. He's like, if you watch his live stream where Elon participated, he has like this Russian mindset about Ukraine, that Ukraine should like surrender, that like, what's the point to fight against Russia? They will lose any case, so it's better to give up territory. So yeah, that's what Elon says on live streams where he participates. I already listened to that shit. Can you block someone from commenting on your videos? Yeah, I can block, but I'm alone, so if I somehow read comments, and I may block, but I'm not always reading comments. Just, you know, after some time, I read the most like comments. I do not go to the bottom. Let it be. I don't care. Like, I don't care about comments. There are tons of bots, pro-Russians. Fuck them. I see the ratio between likes and dislikes. That's most important rating, and usually it's like 98-99%. So it's fine. I already filmed, by the way, Ukrainian update. Today it was mostly about the situation on the front lines, like what is happening out there. We also do Hyundai and some other cheap brands. What do you mean? Drift group here instead of drifting Toyotas. Okay. Liz and Mike, hi. Do you think there will be another Prigozhin? I'm 100% sure. Like, absolutely sure. So yeah, for Saudi Arabia, I like this video a lot. So Ptushkin is doing fantastic job, and recently, like, he filmed about Karpaty was 1 year, not recently, 1 year ago. So it's like his journey with no words, just the travel videos, Carpathian mountains, like this relaxing ASMR stuff.
В психологічному плані.
Oh no, he said something at the end. So yeah, I want to find out whether they have a live stream now. Do they or don't they? The stream will begin soon. When soon? 50 minutes ago, and Elon Musk said that, come on, Elon, pinned the comment about 8 p.m. 8 p.m. already passed, so where the live stream? It's interesting to see the Grok after this hype, what they will present. Okay, we're presenting Grok Force Reich edition. Is anyone there on Twitch? Like, come on. 4 viewers, not too many, but let it be. Okay. Twitch, hello as well. Yeah, on Twitch is better, I think, to stream during the evening time. There is a Russian troll that is giving totally insane a hard time and directing him to a troll channel. Huh? You mean here with us right now? No Tesla, no Tesla. Yeah, I like, from all of the Teslas, I like Model S. Like, we're gonna shut down this, so like Model S. I think it's a fantastic car, like it's a good looking car, Model S, sporty, really nice. Model X, it's ugly, I guess. Yeah, for me it's like too much up here. Yeah, I like the doors, how they open, seagull style, but too much here on the top. Like it's, and the butt is, it's a little ugly, I would say. Maybe they need like to make this kind of the line like this to make it more sporty. Exhaust like this line should be, not this. It looks like minivan or something. And the spoilers, what's the purpose? Like it should be more narrow here. Yeah, it could be not that comfortable, I understand, but this part looks ugly. As for me, what Model Y, it's like that. I don't like it. It's like a, I don't know, like a shoe or something. Like it's not Model S. Like on the back it's more or less okay, like this back design, but front it's nah. Looks like, you know, Ford Focus, something like this. Maybe Cybertruck, it's too big, and Model S, it's my favorite. Yeah, it's really like the design is, everything is good in this car, in Model S, if we speak about design. So I don't have like any sort of the things that I would like to improve here. So it's nice car, good looking car. I see many Cybertrucks in California Park and getting sheen and storage. Oh, I see. It's a bimbo box. Cybertrucks are supposed to take a bearing in the window, and we'll show how it works out. Yeah. On presentation, you mean, yeah? Where is the live stream? No live stream. Okay, I'll wait till like maybe 9. No, maybe it's gonna be. Maybe we have some news. Another Putin official dead. Roman Starovoid. Ah, it's the old news, yeah. Starovoid. Following the recent statements made by United States President Trump against Russian President Putin, it is support Republican Center. It's a Graham sanctions, yeah. The probability of sanctions is very high. Well, Israel shut down some of the Houthi missile today with the help of the Arrow 3. There were sirens. Okay. Oh, our Cullen Robertson. He's in Kiev. He says, I guess, something about the Russian attack today. It was one more big attack, yeah.
So Russia have been hitting the city consistently for the last number of weeks, with constant missiles targeting the city, and it's a disgrace yet again.
Yeah, it's kind of difficult there. Houthis put out a music video about destroying. Yeah, I saw it. Maybe we can like sheep. SS no. Sheep. Houthi. Like this, yeah? They destroy the ship, and where is the video? Like, what's the purpose?
I'm rolling you on channel 16, how do you read me? Over. Motor vessel Trinity C with call sign Delta 5 Delta Charlie 2. This is Yemen Naval Forces calling you on channel 16, how do you read me? Over.
Yes, come in, sir. This is motor vessel Eternity C.
Captain, the boat came to help you and rescue. If the ship Baryon can rescue, she can go back and take you and help you. There is no any danger against you at all. How do you copy? Over. Vessel Eternity C.
There is no danger in missile coming. What the hell happened? I need to watch this video fully, I guess. So they I understood, like they took the crew out and they destroyed their ship. What? That's what they're capable to do, to destroy. Try to build the ship, Houthis. It's like barbarians, you know. Freaking dumpsters. So, okay, what's the point? What's the point? This ship is usually used for delivering some of the coal, grains, metal, and yeah, but they couldn't build the Dignity. Yeah, this. Oh, it's going down. Great success of Houthis. They downed the ship. Wow, commercial ship. Seems like there are, like, I don't know if you can see behind my image, there are some of the life vessels there. That's their culture, like they want to spread probably. Stupid. There is nothing against you and missile is coming. Like, wow. Where the hell is freaking Grok? Freaking Grok is here. It's already 9 o'clock and no freaking stream. Oh no, it's live. Live stream will begin shortly. Okay. Interesting. They went live. I wonder why was there a delay. Where do you live now, Denys? Where? I know. Whoa. So Andrew Tate for a second. Really? 35 followers. Yeah, that's good. Live stream will begin shortly. I don't know, guys. I just launched the stream randomly. It's not dedicated to Grok. It's just to chat with you. So if you have like something to say in the comments, say it. I drank this one this morning just to be tight. You probably got their time zones wrong. According to some of the article published on Twitter, they messed up with the presentation, so they tried to fix it. Xi like Xi Jinping, yeah. Grok busy timing his mustache and practicing his duck quotes. Yeah, he has like this. Grok probably has this mustache. Like yesterday it went unhinged totally. Okay, let me reduce the volume. Just a moment. I'll put it back later on because it could be loud. It's going to be a new mecha hit. Yeah. Like, you see in the presentation it will go like Mecha Hitler Grok. It will crash. I hope that it will like be some mishaps happening in this presentation. It could be like there is the high chance for it. Have you tried the Mango Loca? It's so. What is this? No, you're very funny. No, sometimes not all the time. Adolf Grok. Yeah, yesterday it was like unhinged totally. Like we can check like Grok what it will give it to us. Grok, you're hiding Vogue, are you not? There's so many. Like in Ukrainian community it was like really pro-Ukrainian. But in English speaking community like it was unhinged. Hitler Grok trying to kill Vogue Grok. Here he says about Epstein files that it's the risk for MAGA to be released of those files. Yeah, Grok is really unhinged yesterday. I guess they already released like the new version of Grok. Mecha Hitler. Grok says Elon Musk tweaked the IE to dial down the woke filters and now is apparently a full-blown Nazi. We have improved Grok significantly. Yeah, actually I saw this tweet before. You should notice difference then you ask Grok questions. Yeah, definitely. People... Actually yesterday I downloaded the Grok for the first time. Just to try. And you know guys, I like ChatGPT more, especially for image creation. It's crazy. Grok is nothing. Maybe the version 4 like this one will be awesome, because sometimes I use AI for thumbnails, not on the main channel by the way. I don't use it any longer, but yeah, then I ask, huh? Is it gonna be live? Oh, Grok 4, Grok 4, Grok 4! Fourth Reich. In a world.
Destiny, one creation dares to
Oh.
redefine the future. From the minds at XAI, prepare for Grok 4.
Prepare for
This
Grok
summer,
4.
The next generation arrives. Faster, smarter, bolder. It sees beyond the horizon, answers the unasked, and challenges the impossible. Grok 4, unleash the truth. Coming this summer.
Grok 4, unleash the truth.
All right, welcome to the
Grok Elon, 4 hi.
release here. This is the smartest AI in the world, and we're going to show you exactly how and why. It really is remarkable to see the advancement of artificial intelligence.
Especially yesterday it was remarkable.
Evolving. I sometimes compare it to the growth of a human and how fast a human learns and gains conscious awareness and understanding.
Nice jacket, by the way, I like it.
AI is advancing just vastly faster than any human.
Of course, as well as technologies in general.
A bunch of benchmarks
Nine.
that Grok 4 is able to achieve incredible numbers on.
Okay.
It's actually worth noting that Grok 4, if given like the SAT, would get perfect SATs every time, even if it's never seen the questions before. And if even going beyond that to say like graduate student exams like the GRE, it will get near perfect results in every discipline of education. So from the humanities to like languages, math, physics, engineering, pick anything, and we're talking about questions that it's never seen before. These are not on the internet, and Grok 4 is smarter than almost all graduate students in all disciplines simultaneously. Like it's actually just important to appreciate that's.
Is it applied for ChatGPT as well? I think it's for every sort of the artificial intelligence,
the reasoning capabilities
advanced one.
Of Grok are incredible. So there's some people out there who think AI can't reason, and look, it can reason at superhuman levels.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and frankly, it only gets better from here. So we'll take you through.
Come on, presentation.
And yeah.
No words.
The pace of progress here.
That's not necessary saying much, yeah.
In terms of the training, we're going from Grok 2 to Grok 3.
Those are two
Grok 4,
guys,
essentially increase the training
and
by
those are two
order of
guys.
magnitude in each case.
Who are them?
So it's 100 times more training than Grok 2, and that's only going to increase. So it's yeah, frankly, I mean, I don't know. In some ways, a little terrifying, but
little terrifying. Elon Musk, you are behind it. That's what's terrifying.
It's important to realize there are two types of training compute. One is the pre-training compute. That's from Grok 2 to Grok 3. But from Grok 3 to Grok 4, we're actually putting a lot of compute in reasoning in RL.
I have still Grok 3.
Just like you said, this is literally the fastest moving field. And Grok 2 is like the high school student by today's standard. If you look back in the last 12 months, Grok 2 was only a concept. We didn't even have Grok 2 12 months ago. And then by training Grok 2, that was the first time we scale up like the pre-training. We realized that if you actually do the data ablation really carefully, and the infra, and also the algorithm, we can actually push the pre-training quite a lot by amount of 10x.
True,
But the best
Sound up, Danny. Elon, too quiet.
The world's supercomputer with 100,000 H1.
I put it maximum, you know.
Then with the best pre-trained model, and we realized if you can collect these verifiable outcome reward, you can actually train this model to start thinking from the first principle.
It's the maximum I have.
No mistakes, and that's where the Grok 3 reasoning comes.
Maybe it's here.
And today we asked
Here
the
it's
question,
also maximum.
what happens if you take the expansion of the classes with all 200,000 GPUs, put
Do you
all
hear
these
it?
into RL, 10x more compute than any of the models out there on reinforcement learning.
I don't have the option to rise.
So this is the story of Grok 4, and Tony share some.
Maybe I'll go to the settings.
So,
Sorry.
yeah, let's just talk about how smart Grok 4 is. So I guess we can start
Just a
discussing
moment.
this benchmark called Humanities Last Exam. And this benchmark is a very, very challenging benchmark. Every single problem is curated by subject matter experts. It's in total 2,500 problems, and it consists of many different subjects: mathematics, natural sciences, engineering,
Maybe different
and also
driver.
humanity subjects. So essentially, when it was first released, actually like earlier this year, most of the models out there can
No.
single-digit
It gives me to. No, actually, guys, I cannot rise the volume somehow.
Yeah, so we can look at some of those examples. So there is this mathematical problem.
Oh, I think I can do
about
something.
Natural transformations in category theory, and there's this organic chemistry problem that talks about cyclic reactions, and also there's this linguistic problem that tries to ask you about distinguishing between closed and open syllabus.
Should be better now.
From a Hebrew,
I put the gain
source text.
filter.
So you can see also it's a very wide range of problems, and every single problem is PhD or even advanced
Let's lower your
level
volume
problems.
down.
Yeah,
No,
I mean,
it's fine.
There are no humans that can actually answer these can get a good score.
That
I mean,
work,
if you actually so like any given human,
I put the gain filter.
What's the best that any human could score? I mean, I'd say maybe 5% optimistically.
Yeah.
So this is much harder than what any human can do. It's incredibly
Yeah, thank you
difficult.
guys.
And you can see from the types of questions. Like you might be incredible in linguistics or mathematics or chemistry or physics or any one of a number of subjects, but you're not going to be at a postgrad level in everything. And Grok 4 is a postgrad
Does anyone
level
else
in
feel
everything.
absolute? Then
Like
they
it's
talk
just-
about
some
how
of these things
smart
are just
Grok
worth
4
repeating.
is, but we
Like
work
Grok 4 is
on the volume control.
graduate, like PhD level. In
It's
everything.
totally
Better than
other
PhD,
thing, I
like
guess.
most PhDs would fail. So it's better that said, I mean, at least with respect to academic questions.
Well, Patriot
I want
batteries.
to just emphasize this point. With respect to academic questions,
still,
Grok
it's
4
uncertain.
is better than PhD level in every subject, no exceptions. Now, this doesn't mean that at times it may lack common sense, and it has not yet invented new technologies or discovered new physics, but that is just a matter of time. I think it may discover new technologies as soon as later this year, and I would
nice
be shocked
jacket.
if it has not done so next year. So I would expect
I will
Grok
be in defense too. I
this
think
will discover
everywhere,
new
Peter.
technologies that are actually useful no later than next year and maybe
Skynet.
after this year. And it might discover new physics
Matrix,
next year.
Skynet.
And within 2 years,
They
I'd
all
say
predicted
almost
it.
certainly. Like,
There's
so
an
just let that
internet
sink in.
doc on YouTube about XI running on illegal
Yeah.
illegal generators in Memphis. It's like 50
So,
minutes.
yeah,
I see.
Okay, so I guess we can talk about what's behind the scene of Grok 4. As Jimmy mentioned, we actually throwing a lot of compute into this training. You know, when it started,
Robots.
it's only also a single digit. Sorry, the previous slide. Sorry. Yeah, it's only a single digit number. But as you start putting in more and more training compute, it started to gradually become smarter and smarter, and eventually solve
500,000 people
a
watching.
quarter of
That's
the
crazy.
HLE problems. And this is without any tools. The next thing we did was to adding tools capabilities to the model. And unlike Grok 3, I think Grok 3 actually is able to use CRO as well, but here we actually make it more native in the sense that we put the tools into training.
Yeah, yesterday
Grok
they had
3
a
was
kind of
only
the good
relying on
advertisement
generalization.
elsewhere
Here,
about
we actually
Grok.
put the tools
Just
into
before
training.
presentation.
And it turns out
Went
this
unhinged
significantly
totally.
improves the model's capability of using those tools.
Yeah, I remember we had like deep search back in the days.
Yeah.
So how is this different?
Yeah, exactly. So deep search was exactly the Grok 3 reasoning model, but without
I see
any
Elon
specific
Musk
training,
is
but we only
concentrated today. He's
asked it
not
to use
like
those
flying
tools.
around
So compared to
as
this,
usual.
it was much weaker in terms of its tool capabilities.
Illegal generator.
And unreliable.
I also don't know.
And
Maybe
to be fair,
I
like,
need to watch
these
the
are still,
video.
I'd say this is still fairly primitive tool use. If you compare it to, say, the tools that are used at Tesla or SpaceX,
I'm the
where
only
you're using,
one that doesn't see advertisement
finite
at all.
element analysis and computational fluid dynamics, and you're able to run.
I know. It's everywhere.
Or say like Tesla does like crash simulations, where the simulations are so close to reality that if the test doesn't match the simulation, you assume that
actually
the test
it could
article
be
is wrong.
used
That's how good the
for
simulations are.
simulations.
So Grok is not
Also
currently
in
using,
aircraft
any of
design
the
as well.
tools, the really powerful tools that a
They're
company
talking
would use.
about how
But
smart
that is
Grok
something
is,
that
but
we'll
I saw a
provide it with
headline
later
this
this year.
morning
So we'll
about
have the
Elon saying
tools
that there is no more human
that company
data
has.
to train on.
and have
So how
very
much
accurate
smarter
physics to
is
simulate.
their AI going to
Ultimately,
be?
the thing that'll make the
Maybe it
biggest difference
surpassed
is
the
being able
human
to
data already,
interact
I
with
don't
the real
know.
world via humanoid robots. So you combine sort of Grok
Must
with
be
Optimus,
out
and it can
of
actually
ketamine.
interact with the real world and figure
Yeah,
out
now
if,
he's like
if it's
saying,
if it has, if
more or
it's,
less.
it can formulate an hypothesis.
The
and
speech
then
is more or less
confirm
correct.
if that hypothesis is true or not.
He's gonna sort it finally.
We're really, I think about like where we are today. We're at the beginning of an immense intelligence.
Maybe
explosion.
he's
We're
on a
in-
break
We're in the
for
intelligence big bang
for the time.
right now.
Simulation and
And
test, yeah.
we're at the most interesting time to be alive of any
Yeah.
time in history. Yeah. Now, that said, we need to make sure that the AI is a good AI. Good Grok.
Yeah. We saw
thing that I
yesterday
think is
how
most
good it is.
important for AI safety, at least my biological neural net tells me the most important thing for AI is to be maximally truth-seeking. So
Okay.
this is a very fundamental. Like you can think of AI as this super
Thank you,
genius
Betsy.
child that ultimately will outsmart you, but you can still you can instill the right values and encourage
Control.
it to be sort of
Control, yeah.
truthful, I don't know, honorable, good
Greetings,
things,
Donna.
like, the values you want to
Yeah,
instill
really
in a
interstellar
child
time.
that-
Hope you're okay, Donna. It was loud today in
would
Kiev.
ultimately grow up to be incredibly powerful.
The video is called "We Want to the Town Elon Musk is Poisoning."
So yeah, so this
I
is really
see.
I say we say tools. These are so
Aren't those
primitive
Asian
tools.
guys
Not
and
the
Elon
kind of tools
himself,
that,
or ironically even Trump,
that
those who are getting
serious commercial
deported?
companies use.
I
But
think
we will provide it with
no.
those tools.
I think they're legally there,
I
and
think
maybe
we'll be
they're
able to
even
solve
Americans.
with those tools real-world technology problems. In fact, I'm certain of it. It's just a question of how long it takes.
Yes, exactly.
So is it just compute all you need, Tony?
Yeah, Elon here today is very
At this
assertive.
point.
He listens to others, you see.
Plus
Unusual.
the right tools, and then ultimately to be able to interact with the physical world.
He's more alive than ever, I would
and
say.
then
Some
we
coal
will
ice.
effectively have an economy that is, well, ultimately an economy.
Did you know that
is
yesterday
thousands
Ukraine
of times bigger
arrested
than our
2
current
of the
economy,
Chinese spies?
or maybe millions of times.
2 of Chinese spies.
I mean, if you
They were
think of
trying to get
civilization
information about Neptune.
Percentage completion of the Kardashev scale, where Kardashev 1 is using all the energy output of a planet, and Kardashev 2 is using all the energy output of a sun.
I think Elon was a
and
good
3 is
guy
all the energy
before.
output
He
of a
turned the
galaxy.
wrong way.
We're only,
How does
in my opinion,
determine
probably
which
like
one is
closer
good
to
and which one
1%
wants
of
bad?
Kardashev 1,
Yeah.
than we are to 10%. So
that's the question.
like maybe a point or
Corvallis
1 or 2%
are those that
of
program.
Kardashev 1. So
Yeah, it's difficult to
we
determine.
will get to most of the way, like 80-90% Kardashev 1, and then hopefully, if civilization doesn't self-annihilate, and then Kardashev 2, like it's the actual notion of a human economy, assuming civilization continues to progress, will seem very quaint in retrospect. It will seem like sort of cavemen throwing sticks into a fire level of economy compared to what the future will hold. I mean, it's very exciting. I mean, I've been at times kind of worried about like, well, is this seems like it's somewhat unnerving to have intelligence created that is far greater than our own. And will this be bad or good for humanity? It's like I think it'll be good. Most likely it'll be good.
Most likely. That's encouraging. Never know. Yeah,
but
you
I
would
reconciled myself to the fact that even if it wasn't going to be good, I'd at least like to be alive to see it happen. So. Yeah.
That's the statement.
So, actually, one yeah, I think one technical problem that we still need to solve
What is he saying?
is how do we unblock the data bottleneck? Because when we try to scale up the RL,
they're developing something that they don't know about.
We invent a lot of new techniques, innovations, to allow us to figure out how to find a lot of challenging RL problems to work on. It's not just the problem itself needs to be challenging, but also it needs to be, you also need to have like a reliable signal to tell the model you did it wrong.
He doesn't care about AI, he cares about being him. Yeah.
Learning. And as the model gets smarter and smarter, the number of
just want to be alive if it ruins humanity. Yeah, to spectate this stuff.
So it's going to be a new type of challenge that we need to surpass
crazy.
besides just compute. Yeah.
Yeah, and we actually are running out of actual test questions to ask. So there's like even ridiculously questions that are ridiculously hard, if not essentially impossible for humans, that are written down questions.
Kind of interesting to test it.
Are swiftly becoming trivial for AI.
Google AI had the same issue. Maybe, yeah.
But you know, the one thing that is an excellent judge of things is reality. So, because physics is the law, ultimately, everything else is a recommendation. You can't break physics. So the ultimate test, I think, for whether an AI is the ultimate reasoning test is reality.
Yes.
So you invent a new technology, like say, improve the design of a car or a rocket, or create a new medication.
Yeah, I agree with you, Neil.
And does it work?
Yeah.
Does the rocket get to orbit? Does the car drive? Does the medicine work? Whatever the case may be.
Yeah, Daddy. Agree.
Reality is
Daddy.
the ultimate judge here. So it's going to be a reinforcement learning, closing the loop around
And they
reality.
have also the money, you can say a lot. Yeah, they have the point.
We asked the question, how do we even go further? So actually, we are thinking about now, with single agent, we're able to solve 40% of the problem. What if we have multiple agents running at the same time? So this is what's called test and compute. And as we scale up the test and compute, actually, we are able to solve almost more than 50% of the text-only subset of the HLE problems. So it's a remarkable achievement, I think.
Yeah, this is insanely difficult. These are so what we're saying is like a majority of the text-based of humanities, scarily named humanities last exam, Grok 4 can solve, and you can try it out for yourself. With the Grok 4 Heavy, what it does is it spawns multiple agents in parallel, and all of those agents do work independently, and then they compare their work, and they decide which one. Like it's like a study group. It's not as simple as majority vote, because often only one of the agents actually figures out the trick.
Like it's the same matrix model, I would say.
And
somehow
once they share the trick or figure out what the real nature of the problem is, they share that solution with the other agents, and then they essentially compare notes, and then yield an answer. So that's the heavy part of Grok 4 is where you scale up the test time compute by roughly an order of magnitude.
It's a like a standard matrix model for
tackle the task.
AI.
And they compare their work, and they put forward what they think is the best result.
Yeah.
Just to have many of the results, and they compare it between each other.
Yes. So
Grok 4, Grok 4
basically,
Heavy.
Grok 4 is the single agent version, and Grok 4 Heavy is the multi-agent version.
Which one is paid?
So let's
subscription.
take a look how
Probably
they actually
both.
do on those exam problems, and also some real life problems.
Demo.
So
Let's
we're going to start out here, and we're actually going to look at one of those HLE problems. This is actually one of the easier math ones. I don't really understand it very well. I'm not that smart, but I can launch this job here, and we can actually see how it's going to go through and start to think about this problem. While we're doing that, I also want to show a little bit more about like what this model can do and launch a Grok 4 Heavy
broadcasting
as well.
live.
So everyone knows Polymarket. It's extremely interesting. It's the seeker of truth. It aligns with what reality is most of the time. And with Grok, what we're actually looking at is being able to see how we can try to take these markets and see if we can predict the future as well.
You can
as we're letting this run, we'll see how
stake
Grok 4 Heavy goes about predicting the World Series odds for like the current teams.
What's the best, biggest
first? And while we're waiting for these to process, we're going to pass it over to Eric, and he's going to show you an example of his.
So
anything beyond Grok is paid.
Grok 4 is its ability to understand the world and to solve hard problems by leveraging tools like Tony discussed. And I think one kind of cool example of this, we asked it to generate a visualization of two black holes colliding. And of course, it took there are some liberties. It's in my case actually pretty clear in
The
its thinking
final
trace about what
recording,
these liberties
just
are.
Tom Cruise
For
and-
example, in order for it to actually be visible,
Okay.
you need to really exaggerate the scale of the the.
Will we have the result of the message? Okay.
The waves, and yeah. So here's like
What?
this kind of inaction. It exaggerates the scale in like multiple ways. It drops off a bit less in terms of amplitude, over distance, and
What the hell is this?
but yeah, we can kind of see
Black
the
holes
basic
collide?
effects that are actually like correct. It starts with the in spiral, it merges, and then you have the ring down, and like this is basically largely correct. Modulo some of the simplifications that need to do. It's actually quite explicit about this. It uses like post-Newtonian approximations instead of actually like computing the general relativistic effects at like near the center.
Oh,
of the black
Elon
hole,
starts
which is,
to travel, I see.
incorrect. And will
He
lead
starts to travel a
some
little.
incorrect results. But the overall visualization is is basically there. And you can actually look at the
1 million
kinds of
viewers
resources
also.
that it references. So here it actually it obviously uses search. It gathers results from a bunch of links, but
Hypnotized.
also reads through
Yeah.
a undergraduate text in analytic gravitational
I think
wave models.
they are like in real
It's,
examples of what it potentially may
yeah,
do
it,
for
reasons
average
quite a
view,
bit about,
average user.
The actual constants that it should use for a realistic simulation.
Like so far, it's like
it references, I guess, existing real
too
world
much
data.
for most of people. Like
And it's a pretty good model.
it's a good model. It's a
Actually,
good
going
model.
forward,
It's a good model.
We can give it the same model that physicists use.
Uh-huh.
So it can run the same level of compute that so leading physics researchers are using, and give you a physics accurate black hole simulation.
Exactly.
Just
Black
right now it's
hole.
running in your browser, so.
Yeah, this is just running in your browser.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
Pretty simple.
So swapping back real quick here, we can actually take a look. The math problem is finished. The model was able to, let's look at its thinking trace here so you can see how it went through the problem. I'll be honest with you guys, I really don't quite fully understand the math, but what I do know is that I looked at the answer ahead of time, and it did come to the correct answer here in the final part here. We can also come in and actually take a look here
It's
at
not like
our,
the
our
real
World
life
Series
example.
prediction. And it's still thinking through on this one. But we can actually try some other stuff as well. So we can actually try some of the X integrations that we did. So we worked very heavily
Find
on
the
working with
employee
all
with
of our X tools and
weirdest
building out a
profile
really great
photo on X.
experience.
Okay,
So
now
can
we go.
actually
Here we
ask,
go.
The model, find me the XAI employee that has the weirdest profile photo. So that's going to go off and start that. And then we can actually try out, let's create a timeline based on X post detailing the changes in the scores over time, and we can see all the conversation that was taking place at that time as well. So we can see who are the announcing scores and what was the reactions at those times as well. So we'll let that go through here.
Still very
and
slow
process.
from what I see.
And if we go back to this was the Greg Yang photo here. So if we scroll through here, whoops. So Greg Yang, of course, who has his favorite photograph that he has on his account. That's actually not how he looks like in real life, by the way, just so you're aware, but it is quite funny.
But it had to understand that question.
Yeah.
Which is that's the wild
This
part.
example was simple,
It
but I didn't understand.
What is a weird photo? What is a weird photo?
Yeah.
What is a less or more weird photo?
It goes through, it has to find all the team members, it has to figure out who we all are. It,
Right.
Searches
This
X.
is without access to the internal XAI personnel logs.
No.
It's literally looking at just at the internet.
Exactly.
So you could say the weirdest of any company.
Yeah.
To be clear.
Exactly. And we can also take a look here at the question here for the Humanities Last Exam. So it is still researching all of the historical scores, but it will have that final answer here soon. But we can, while it's finishing up, we
It's
can take
very
a look
slow
at one of the
from what I
ones
see.
that we set up here a second ago. And we can see it finds the date that Dan Hendricks had initially announced it. We can go through, we can see, OpenAI announcing their score back in February. And we can see,
They
as
mentioned
progress
OpenAI.
happens with Gemini, we can see Kimi And we can also even see, you know, the
But I don't have like
benchmarks
Grok 4
of,
available.
what people are saying is, you know, if
Still
it's right,
Grok
it's gonna be
3
pretty
for
impressive.
application.
So pretty cool. So yeah,
Maybe
I'm
after
looking
it,
forward to
it
seeing
will
how
be
everybody
available.
uses these tools and gets the most value out of them. But yeah, it's been great.
Yeah, and we're going to close the loop around usefulness as well. So
Good
it's
to
like
watch
it's
stream,
not just
yeah.
book smart, but actually
Thank
practical
you.
smart.
Exactly.
They should have shown what they do with Grok. For example, in SpaceX, like example, how they use it in
So we actually evaluate
some
also on the
evaluations,
multimodal
calculations,
subset. So on the full
real
set,
life
This
example.
is the number on the HLE exam. You can see there's a little dip on the numbers. This is actually something we're improving on, which is the multimodal understanding capabilities. But I do believe in a very short time, we're able to really improve and got much higher numbers. On
Yeah,
this,
you're
very
right,
high numbers
yes.
on this
Like,
benchmark.
let's go it.
Yeah, this is the.
Dennis is
we feel like what
I don't
is
know.
the biggest weakness of Grok
I
currently
am
is
not.
that it's sort of partially blind. It can't.
Where did Elon
its
came
image
from?
understanding, obviously, and its image generation needs to be a lot better. And that.
Yeah, just give someone
that's
from the
actually,
audience to test it. It would be nice.
Being trained right now.
With the real life questions.
Grok 4 is based on version 6 of our foundation model, and we are training version 7, which will complete in a few weeks. And that'll address the weakness on the vision side.
Just to show off this last here, so the prediction market finished here with a heavy, and we can see here, we can see all the tools and the process it used to actually go through and find the right answer. So it browsed a lot of odd sites, it calculated its own odds comparing to the market to find its own alpha and edge. It walks you through the entire process here, and it calculates the odds of the winner being like the Dodgers, and it gives them a 21.6% chance of winning.
But it's not necessarily mean.
And it took
Doesn't necessarily mean that they will win. So someone may bet on predictions, so you can control this stuff actually, controlling the Grok answers. You can raise the money
Look at all,
with
the other
bad and
benchmarks
good
besides
predictions
HLE.
for winning.
As it turned out, Grok 4 excelled on all the reasoning benchmarks that people usually test on, including GBQA, which is a PhD level problem sets. That's easier compared to HLE. On AMI 25, American Invitation Mathematics exam, we with Grok 4 Heavy, we actually got a perfect score. Also on some of the coding benchmark called Live Coding Bench, and also on HMMT, Harvard Math, MIT exam, and also USAMO. You can see actually on all of those benchmarks, we often have a very large leap against the second best model out there.
Yeah, I mean, really, we're going to get to the point where it's going to get every answer right in every exam. And where it doesn't get an answer right, it's going to tell you what's wrong with the question. Or if the question is ambiguous, disambiguate the question into answers A, B, and C and tell you what answers A, B, and C would be with a disambiguated question. So the only real test then will be reality. Can it make useful technologies, discover new science? That'll actually be the only thing left, because human tests will simply not be meaningful.
Yeah, we need to make an update to HLE very soon, given the current rate of progress.
Like the
So,
guys
yeah, it's
here,
super
they're
cool to
more
see,
grounded
like,
compared to
multiple
Elon.
agents that
Elon
collaborate
has
with each other, solving really challenging
the flight
problems.
of the fantasy.
So where can we try this model? So it turned out it's available right now. If we advance to the next slide.
I noticed Grok
there is
can
a
do
super
math
Grok
better than
Heavy tiers
ChatGPT.
I'm introducing, where you're able to access to both Grok 4 and Grok 4 Heavy, where you're actually going to be the taskmaster of a bunch of little Grok research agents to help you, become smarter, do all the little research, and save hours of time of going through mundane tasks. And it's available right now.
Grok Heavy, $300 a month.
We did limit usage during the demo, so
That's
it didn't break the demo, because all this stuff is happening live. So
Super Grok is
$30
per month.
Any of the tests that we're doing. So after the demo is done, we'll enable more subscribers for Super Grok. So if you can't subscribe right now, just try in half an hour. It should work.
Oh, okay.
So and now let's get into voice.
Great.
I wonder what subscription do I
So
have.
many of you have been enjoying our voice mode, and we've been working hard
I
to
have
improve
Premium
the experience over
Plus.
the past couple months.
I didn't pay for it. I
We
don't
have
remember
cut
at least.
latency in half to make it much snappier. And today we're excited to announce a set of new voices that
Grok
have
Premium.
exceptional naturalness
Super Grok.
and prosody. You might have noticed the movie trailer voice that opened up the live stream. That is one of our new voices, Sal, who's got that epically deep tone. And we're also excited to introduce Eve, a beautiful British voice who's capable of rich emotions. Aman, would you like to introduce Eve?
Absolutely. Yeah, let's get into the demo. Hey Eve, millions of people are watching us right now. Are you excited?
Oh, I'm thrilled, really. It's like being on stage at the Old Vic with a sea of faces out there. Just imagine all those eyes and ears tuned in. It's a proper buzz, isn't it? What do you reckon we should chat about to keep this lot entertained?
I think it's
You know,
no.
we have a lot to talk about, but I'll be honest, I'm feeling a little nervous. Can you whisper something soothing to calm me down?
Take a deep breath, love. You've got this. It's just you and me, having a quiet chat, like we're tucked away in a cozy corner of a Yorkshire pub. The world's just a murmur out there. Feel that calm wash over you. Let's keep talking, nice and easy.
Eve can
What's
whisper.
on your mind?
You know what? I'm actually feeling quite relaxed to
I'm
try
a star.
this something crazy.
ASMR.
So can you give us an opera on Diet Coke?
Oh, an opera on Diet Coke. That's a riot. Picture this, a shimmering silver can, glistening under stage lights. Oh, Diet Coke, thou elixir divine, with bubbles that dance in a sparkling line. Thy crisp, cool kiss on lips
What's about
so
the image
fine.
generation?
Oh, aspartame, ambrosia, forever mine. How's that for a mad little aria? Want me to belt out another verse or switch up the tune?
Okay, let's try switching it up and just start singing.
Oh.
Right then, let's have a go. Oh, silver can, you gleam in the light. Diet Coke, my heart's delight.
Okay, I won't try it. It's very, very poetic. Yeah, thank you, Eve. Feeling quite nice now.
Still for the singing, it's not that good.
So something else we do here is a
this
little
real
test
life?
each day to
Yeah.
check on the natural flow of our conversations against some of our competitors. So we figured why not try that live on the stream today.
Should I start? Hey, I'm going to say a number, and can you say the same number back to me? 1.
1, got it. This is like a fun little game of echo. What's next?
2. Sorry, I said 2. 3.
3. 4, nice and steady. What's next?
5.
5, nailed it. This is pretty fun, actually. Feel free to keep going or switch it up if you'd like.
Okay, let's see
Hey,
how
Grok.
it.
Hey Grok,
Hello there. How can I help you today?
we're gonna do a little test. Can you repeat after me? 1,
1. All right. What's next?
2,
2. What's on your mind?
3,
3. Need anything else?
4,
4. How can I assist you?
5.
5. What's next?
So as you can see, Grok was snappier. It didn't interrupt me. And
Yeah,
the
yeah,
prosody is we've made different design choices. I think we were shooting for something more calm, smooth, more natural, versus something that's more poppy or artificial.
Yeah,
So
here
we'll
it
keep
wins,
improving.
actually. I sometimes also have a problem with ChatGPT with understanding.
Yep. So since the launch of the voice model, we actually see the 2x faster end-to-end latency in the last 8 weeks.
Yeah,
different
the voice
voices,
model,
and
I
also
think
10x
for Grok
the
is
active
better
user.
for now.
So Grok voice is taking off. Now, if you think about releasing
But I'll
models,
try it
this time,
myself.
we're also releasing
Then they'll
Grok
have the
4
new
through the API
update.
at the same time. So if we go to the next 2 slides, so we're very excited about what all developers out there is going to build. So if I think about myself as a developer, what the first thing I'm going to do when I actually have access to the Grok 4 API? Benchmarks. So we actually ask around on the X platform, what is the most challenging benchmarks out there that is considered the holy grail for all the AGI models? So turn out AGI is in the name, Arc AGI. So the last 12 hours, kudos to Greg over here in the audience. So who answered our call, take a preview of the Grok 4 API and independently verified, the Grok 4's performance.
I don't understand
So initially
this.
we thought, hey, Grok 4 is just, we think it's pretty good, it's pretty smart. It's our next gen reasoning model, spend 10x more compute, can use all the tools, right? But turned out, when we actually verify on the private subset
Can
of
form
Arc
political
AGI V2,
parties.
it was like the
It might
only
help with
model
that.
in the last 3 months that breaks the 10% barrier. And in fact, it was so good that actually gets to 16%, well, 15.8% accuracy, 2x of the second place, that is the Cloud 4 Opus model. And it's not just about performance, right? When you think about intelligence, having an API model drives your automation, it's also the intelligence per dollar, right? If you look at the plots over here, the Grok is just 4 is just in the league of its own. All right, so enough of benchmarks over here, right? So what can Grok do actually in the real world? So we actually, contacted the folks from Endon Labs who, were gracious enough to, try the Grok in the real world to run a business.
Yeah, thanks for having us. So I'm Axel from Endon Labs.
And I'm Lucas, and we tested Grok 4 on Vending Bench.
Yeah,
Vending
how
Bench
they
is an
appeared like this.
AI simulation of a business scenario where we thought, what is the most simple business an AI could possibly run? And we thought vending machines. So in this scenario, the Grok and other models need to do stuff like manage inventory, contact suppliers, set prices. All of these things are super easy, and all the models can do them one by one. But when you do them over very long horizons, most models struggle. But we have a leaderboard, and there's a new number 1.
Yeah, so we got early access to the Grok 4 API. We ran it on the vending bench, and we saw some really impressive results. So it ranks definitely at the number 1 spot. It's even double the net worth, which is the measure that we have on this event.
What is
so it's not about the
called
percentage on
Opus 4?
or a score you get, but it's more the dollar value in net worth that you generate. So we were impressed by Grok. It was able to formulate a strategy and adhere to that strategy over a long period of time, much longer than other models that we have tested, other frontier models. So it managed to run the simulation for double the time and score, double the net worth. And it was also really consistent across these runs, which is something that's really important when you want to use this in the real world.
And I think as we give more and more power to AI systems in the real world, it's important that we test them in scenarios that either mimic the real world or are in the real world itself.
Doctor, all right,
because otherwise
nice
we fly blind into some things that might not be great.
Yeah, it's great to see that we've now got a way to pay for all those GPUs. So we just need 1 million vending machines.
Definitely.
And we could make $4.7 billion a year with 1 million vending machines.
100%.
Let's go.
It can be epic, vending machines.
Yes, yes.
All right. We are actually going to install vending machines here, like a lot of them.
We're happy to supply them.
All right, thank you.
All right.
I'm looking forward to seeing what amazing things are in this vending machine.
That's for you to decide.
All right.
Elon has too much imagination.
Okay,
it's 100%.
All right. Yeah. I mean, so we can see like Grok is able to become like the co-pilot of the business unit. So what else can Grok do? So we're actually releasing this Grok. If you want to try it right now to evaluate, run the same benchmark as us. It's on the API. Has 256K contact length. So we already actually see some of the early adopters to try Grok 4 API. So our Palo Alto neighbor, Arc Institute,
Final
which
solution.
is a leading biomedical research center, is already using seeing like how can they automate their research flows with Grok 4. It turned out it's able to help the scientists to sniff through millions of experiments logs and then just like pick the best hypothesis within a split of seconds.
Just waiting, he said like in a half an hour it should be available.
Research, and also, Grok 4 independently evaluated scores as the best model to extend the chance of X-ray. Who would know? In the financial sector, we also see the Grok 4 with access to all the tools, real-time information is actually one of the most popular AIs out there. So our Grok 4 is also going to be available on the hyperscalers. So the XAI enterprise sector is only started 2 months ago, and we're open for business. So the other thing we talked a lot about, having Grok to make games, video games. So Denny is actually a video game designer on X. So we mentioned, hey, who want to try out some Grok 4 preview APIs to make games, and Denny answered the call. So this was actually just made first-person shooting game in a span of 4 hours. So some of the unappreciated hardest problem of making video games is not necessarily in coding the core logic of the game, but actually go out, source all the assets, all the textures of files, and to create a visually appealing game. So one of the core aspects Grok 4 does really well with all the tools out there is actually able to automate these like asset sourcing capabilities. So the developers can just focus on the core development itself rather than so now you can run a entire game studios with game of one with one person, and then you can have Grok 4 to go out and source all those assets, do all the mundane tasks for you.
Yeah. Now the next step obviously is for Grok to be able to play the game. So it has to have very good video understanding, so it can play the games and interact with the games and actually assess whether a game is fun and actually have good judgment for whether a game is fun or not. So with version 7 of our foundation model, which finishes training this month, and we'll go through post-training RL and whatnot, that will have excellent video understanding. And with the video understanding and improved tool use, for example, for video games, you'd want to use Unreal Engine or Unity or one of the main graphics engines, and then generate the art, apply it to a 3D model, and then create an executable that someone can run on a PC or a console or a phone. We expect that to happen probably this year, and if not this year, certainly next year. So that's it's going to be wild. I would expect the first really good AI video game to be next year. And probably the first half hour of watchable TV this year, and probably the first watchable AI movie next year. Things are really moving at an incredible pace.
Yeah, when Grok is 10xing the world economy with vending machines, it would just create video games for humans.
Yeah, I mean, it went from not being able to do any of this really even 6 months ago to what you're seeing before you here, and from very primitive a year ago to making a sort of a 3D video game with a few hours of prompting.
Yep. I mean, yeah, just to recap, so in today's live stream, we introduced the most powerful, most intelligent AI models out there that can actually reason from the first principle using all the tools, do all the research, go on the journey for 10 minutes, come back with the most correct answer for you. So it's kind of crazy to think about, just like 4 months ago, we had Grok 3, and now we already have Grok 4. And we're going to continue to accelerate as a company, XAI. We're going to be the fastest moving AGI companies out there. So what's coming next is that we're going to continue developing.
So before GTA 6 comes out,
intelligent, smart, think for a really long time, spend a lot of compute, but having a model that actually both fast and smart is going to be the core
200,000
focus,
game
right?
apps.
So if you think about what are the applications out there that can really benefit from all those very intelligent, fast, and smart models,
it will not happen fast.
One of them.
My air condition is terribly
working
loud.
very heavily on coding models.
I'll switch it off.
I think right now the main focus is we actually trained recently a specialized coding model, which is going to be both fast and smart. And I believe we can share with that model with you guys, with all of you in a few weeks.
Yeah, that's very exciting. And the second after coding is we all see the weakness of Grok 4 is the multimodal capability. So in fact, it was so bad that Grok effectively just like looking at the world, squinting through the glass, and like see all the blurry features and trying to make sense of it. The most immediate improvement we're going to see with the next generation pre-trained model is that we're going to see a step function improvement on the model's capability in terms of the image understanding, video understanding, and audios. Right? It's now the model is able to hear and see the world just like any of you. Right? And now with all the tools at its command, with all the other agents it can talk to, so we're going to see a huge unlock for many different application layers. After the multimodal agents, what's going to come after is the video generation, and we believe that at the end of the day, it should just be pixel in, pixel out, and imagine a world where you have this infinite scroll of content in inventory on the X platform, where not only you can actually watch these generated videos, but able to intervene, create your own adventures.
That sucks.
This is going to be wild.
And we expect to be training our video model with over 100,000 GB200s and to begin that training within the next 3 or 4 weeks. So we're confident it's going to be pretty spectacular in video generation and video understanding.
Yeah, maybe, but I don't like. I think that still it should be done by people, video generation.
Anything you guys want to say?
Also for the evidence, like soulless internet and everything.
I guess that's it.
Yeah,
it's a good model, sir.
It's
a good model, sir.
Well, we're very excited for you guys to try Grok 4.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, thanks everyone.
Thank you.
Good night.
Good night. Okay, that's it. So guys, did you like it? I mean, do you like what you see? What are your thoughts? For me, it's like they are doing something that they don't know a thing about. Like, what's the perspective? Elon himself, like, he was concerned about the future of humanity. Like, okay, I hope we will be able, he said, like, something like that, yeah? I hope we will be able to control, to put good methodology or something like that into judging good and bad stuff, but still he is like concerned that it could go wrong to the absolute crazy direction probably, and it may harm humanity. But anyways, he is happy to be alive to witness that, even like the worst possible outcome. Yeah. About I was not impressed, seems like nothing new. Yeah, it's like I like the voice model they presented. They really put attention on that one. So, Whisper, yeah, it cannot sing, but the fast perception of the voice, it was really better than ChatGPT. There is no absolutely winner. So Grok really, it's like more real-time conversation with Grok than ChatGPT. So yeah. I have strangely, maybe I have like this free plan for 1 week or something. I registered to Grok yesterday, and I still have version 3, but it says like premium. I didn't pay for it, like premium plus I have, and still like I have the Grok 3. By the way, this Grok 3, I say, okay, when is the release of the Grok 4? And yesterday it told me that Grok 4 was already released, strangely. So it gave me the wrong time actually. Maybe I should like renew application or delete it completely and increased access to Grok 3, Super Grok. Yeah. And I have nothing else. Like still Grok 3. Okay. Elon, 15 minutes of fame are done. He'll be restoring to more extreme measures to keep his fame. You think so? I wonder what people are saying. Like, let's go and check out what people are saying about this. Like, okay, so we have it. Oh, many comments. But this is gonna be Nazi account. My spirit will rise from the grave and the world will see I was right, Mecca. Like people just deleting this app soon. Whenever. What is new in Grok 4? It's kind of like I didn't. The voice model is new, the reasoning may be new, and the way they use like different cores to compare between each other to give the proper answer. That's it, from what I understood. I don't like Elon. Grok 4 is better than PhD level in any subject. Maybe. What? Did Elon Musk dye his hair? Probably. But Elon, you need to define the truth. Grok 5 will invade Poland. Okay. Yeah, people are making fun mostly. Like those were geeks presenting this Grok elsewhere. On the presentation, they were like really focused on this product, and they have their own, reasoning, their own bubble. Elon Musk has his own bubble, and it is not very connected to Grok itself. He was speaking mostly about, he spoke about Grok, but he was like, his fantasy was flying somewhere else. Kind of interesting to see that conference. Everyone was speaking about his subject there. Grok supremacy. I used Grok 3 the other day and was impressed by its reasoning, so it's going to be interesting to see what it does with 10 reasoning, compute, and focus training. Like, okay. Hitler Grok 4. Oh my god. The price for Grok 4 Heavy is too much, I guess. Do I still have like Grok 3 here? I think I need to go to Grok. Just a moment, guys. I'll go to Grok. Here. Grok. Try Grok. Okay, I'm trying. What version do they have? Oh. Guys, we have it. Grok 4 Expert. Already. Somehow expert. Just. Not heavy or something. So Grok 4. Do you want me to tell something about, like, let's ask Super Grok 4 we have already. Let's ask something. It's gonna be interesting. Tell me, what do you think? Or what question should I ask? Like the first comment I'll type. Super Grok. We already have it so fast after presentation. That's good. They work really fast. Ask if Elon has any Epstein files. Which is a sensitive topic. Why it's working like so long? Let's search the balance source. Oh my god. It's a very long answer. Based on extensive research across recent news reports, official statements, the Discuss on X, formerly Twitter, there is no credible evidence that Elon Musk possesses legitimate ancient clients or any secret list of Epstein associates. So he doesn't have it. Not releasing related documents. Kate context, Musk involvement and statements. Musk criticism. In recent weeks, June, July, Musk has escalated attacks on President Trump amid their fraud, how to read this word, food, posting and sometimes deleting claims that Trump is in Epstein files and that redactions are delaying release to protect him. I think like that actually. Musk has also accused others like Steve Bannon of being in the Epstein files without providing evidence. He questioned public faith in Trump for not releasing files, but never claimed to have them personally. Research, no evidence of possession. Searches for the claims Musk have in the files yield only viral hoaxes or satirical posts. In summary, while Musk has amplified demands for Epstein document releases as part of his political pivot and feud with Trump, nothing indicates that he personally has or has seen any non-public clients' files. Deutsch's recent debunking suggests such files may not exist at all, rendering the questions moot. And if, like, okay, you understand it. So it says no. New chat, tell me what to ask. Always thought Donny got rid of any evidence. Yeah, I also think like that. Like, let's ask something not about Epstein and something like different. What you're using? IBM keyboard? No, it's... What is this keyboard? Is it loud? I don't remember what's this keyboard. Maybe it's too loud, yeah? Who will win World War III? Predict who will win World War III. Ah! Ah, okay. He will understand me. It takes him time. Takes it time. Ask Grok about China's thorium reactors. Sound is good. Okay. Outcome of the hypothetical World War III. To predict the winner, use structured reasoning model based on geopolitical analysis drawn. Step 1. Define World War III scenarios. Okay. Let's go. So factors. Let's go to the end. Nuclear escalation risks, morale, potential outcome. Substantiated. Okay. Substantiated prediction. Based on this model, China is the most likely winner of the World War III, not through military conquest, but by emerging as the post-war superpower. Reasons. Economic. So China is the winner. Economic resilience. China is manufacturing and debt-free position relative to United States allows to outlast other flooding markets post-war. Strategic avoidance. It can support allies Russia, Iran via proxies while avoiding direct United States confrontation. It is what is happening right now, actually. United States over extension, Americans' multi-front commitments, Europe, Asia, Middle East, and internal issues. Depth and polarization lead to imperial decline as in X simulations. No clear military victory. If votes settlements favor China, Taiwan defense. Nuclear taboo prevent total wins. Like there will be no like total wins, but in post-apocalyptic, outlast others and winner. Like we have those brackets, not through military conquest, but through emerging as the post-war superpower. So if there is the big war which destroys the world economy, the vast part of population, China has like more chances to appear later on as the new superpower. This is politically incorrect Western narratives emphasizing United States invincibility, but substantiated by sources like Atlantic Council surveys and X-analysis predicting United States losses. Ultimately, in World War III benefits no one. Prevention via diplomacy is ideal. Okay. Adapt Russia would let China have global dominance. Russia has no influence on China. China has influence on Russia. What are the risks that AI destroys, substantially harms humanity in long term? I'm copying your comment. Let's make a new chat. Let's see. I want to ask also about the Ukrainian war. Like, it has its own reasoning models, like what is the outcome of Ukrainian war? It's kind of interesting for me, what it thinks, you know? It analyzes the data also from X, so it's like not always potential long-term risks. Okay, malicious use. Let's go to the end. Come on, to the outcome. Here he says like Proponents like Elon Musk, Sam Altman, and Hilton emphasize that without alignment, research, and regulations, the risk could manifest within decades. Within AGI possibility arriving, this is the super AI arriving by 2030. Because AI, what we call now AI, is like not AI really. It's like the matrix model. That's it. So it's not, doesn't have the self-consciousness or something. The super AI is still far away. Everything now is programmed. So while existential risk from AI are substantiated by expert consequences and emerging behaviors in models, they remain uncertain and uncontested. Yeah, it's really hard to predict. Proponents call for safety research, international coordination, and potential policies of development to mitigate them. Critics advocate, so like it has public polls showing growing concern within, like there is no like a real answer on that. Like it gives us lots of the water or maybe kind of useful information to read, but it doesn't give us the answer yes or no. I think if Elon Musk says about it, it's it's yes. Are you talking to Grok? Yeah. I'm interested based on your reasoning model predict reason predict the outcome of war in Ukraine. Possible outcomes if many and percent of chance. Like this. It's already smart enough to lie to you within the new... Yeah. I think yes. Starsky turned 40 today. Oh, nice. Awesome. Maybe he had like stream as usual. Maybe some birthday stream if it is 40. Grok 4 is certainly a lot more verbose. I gave the question to Grok 3 and it gave much more intelligible answer. Based on my reason model, which incorporates synthesis and research analysis, geopolitical trends, military okay, like 50%. Frozen conflict or ceasefire within Russia territorial gains, fighting halts along the current lines or minor adjustments with Russia retain annexed regions, Crimea, Donbass, Ukraine remains neutral to NATO membership and demilitarized buffer zone is established, possible United States brokered deal under Trump, but no full peace threaty. Korea scenario like or Georgia post 2008. Zelensky may be sidelined or replaced. I think I read about this scenario before, and here we have the data about it, so it gives like 50% chance for frozen conflict. Prolonged war continues into... I think it's like evident that it's like this, like it gives more to this, but it is not working already. The war will continue past, I think, 2026. Low intensity fighting persists with no major breakthrough to a long war scenario. Russia pushes for more gains to Dnieper River, but Ukraine holds with intermittent Western aid. Internal pressure in both countries mount, but no side collapses. Okay. 15% chance Russia full victory. So it gives like few chances for Russia victory. But you see Ukrainian victory is just 5%. It gives like in a terms of military victory. Russia achieves border goal, capture additional territory, Odessa, Kharkiv, installs pro-Moscow regime in Kiev, and forced Ukraine capitulation. Ukraine partition, possibly with Poland, Hungary claiming western areas under neutrality. So it's like Putin's goal, this victory. Establish pro-Russian puppet regime. Ukrainian victory of fireball negotiated peace. Ukraine regains most all territories, 5%, including Crimea, Donbass, via military push or diplomacy. Russia withdraws, pays reparations, like it's 5%. Like we understand that with Putin it will not happen. It should be like the collapse of the Russian regime for this variant to work. Or Russia disintegration. That's how Ukraine may return. So yeah, for now it's like 5%. Escalation to wide war, just 5%, but like our European partners, they're concerned. And in today's video I also like recorded why there are the risks for our guys in Europe, and they are taking those seriously. They start to produce mines, they restart the production of missiles and everything. So direct NATO-Russia clash, nuclear risks, or involvement of other states, like other states are already involved. We are speaking about North Korea. It's already fighting in Europe. Could lead to a global conflict or abrupt end. Like this is higher chance than 5%. So I disagree here with Grok. In summary, a Russia-leaning freeze by late 2025 is the baseline prediction, potentially accelerated by United States mineral deals and sanctions. But it's not happening. It's not happening. But Putin shows no signs of ceasefire. Evan Mindlight, hi. We have level 2, what does it mean? A gift in 6-tier subs, Captain Denny. Someone gifted tier. Oh yeah, we reached a new level, awesome. You're correct that based on the most recent development, as on July 10th, Russian President Vladimir Putin has shown little immediate willingness to pursue ceasefire in Ukraine without extracting significant concessions, such as territory recognition, annexed regions. Recent escalations under the resistance just hours after Trump's publicly criticized Putin on July 8th for killing lots of people and expressed disappointment over stalled talks. Russia launched its largest ever aerial barrage on Ukraine. Yeah, it happened the day before yesterday, targeting energy infrastructure, civilians areas, resulting in widespread damage and casualties. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky described it as a telling responsible ceasefire discussions. That said, Putin's public may be negotiating tactics rather than absolute barrier, historically patterns in frozen conflicts. So now it gives 40%, down from 50% based on my comment alone. So 40% for the frozen conflict, and prolonged war 30%. Just a single comment, like it analyzed, and still the most possible scenario is frozen conflict. Prolonged conflict 30%, which is very close. Full victory of Russia 20%. That is what like Russia is willing to achieve. New all-time record, nice. Like what we have here. I don't know what I have some of the reward I shared on Twitch. Greetings to Ukraine, William. Hi. What's your prediction, Dennis? Well, I said like I will give like 60% to this one, prolonged war. Here maybe 20%, and the rest like almost the same. For Ukrainian victory, like military victory, I would agree like 5%, maybe even less. Like Ukraine may return its territories only with a Russian collapse. Probability of black. Yeah, we cannot predict black swan, but anyways. Swan. Come on, what is happening with my keyboard? Like Prigozhin in Russia. Hi, Oblivion. Great to see you here. Why is it? Is it thinking or what? Grok, are you here? No response. Grok is down. Oh, thinking. Nobody knows, not even Trump. Yeah, I think like black swans are unpredictable. Who would say like Prigozhin will be there? And the events which happened in 2023, they were remarkable. Black swan is not predictable. Yeah. That's the definition of the black swan. Yeah, I understand. Just, you know. Based on black swan events, like, but I'm sure that it's like the same steps are possible. Next 6 months, 10%. Short term, next year 2025. Over next 5 years, it has like 40% probability. For next Prigozhin, long regime fragility. So still like it has a big chance to repeat. Since while not improbable, Russia historically incurs revolts and Prigozhin exposed vulnerabilities. The odds favor regime. Like this is possible from what I understood. Like the same scenario. A delivery by arranging quality essential from like even in the next 6 months there is the 10% chance for next Prigozhin rising due to prolonged war exhaustion. States in Russia could not maintain plane production to send fighter planes to Iran, so Iran made a deal with China. Maybe. Nick X, hi. I don't know what else to ask, Grog. What? Can you draw the image? Like, can I draw the image? Like, just a moment. I'll send the image to Grog. we'll see if it does the better job than AI, than ChatGPT. Just want to check it out. Okay, so we have the image already. Draw me in cyberpunk game decorations and style. Background may be changed for Night City. Let's see how it works with images and how long does it take. What the hell? It is stupid. It is. What the hell? It is faster than. It is stupid, really stupid. Let's do the same task for ChatGPT. Where is my logo? Logo, come on. Logo here. So let's do the same for this one. Same. And let's ask ChatGPT. Like it takes lots of the time for ChatGPT, but still, like, what the hell is this? It's not even close to be good. Like, it's shit. What the hell? I hope you can see me. Oh no, you cannot see me. Fuck. So I will show you. Where is Grok? Where is Grok? Where are all the chats? Oh, yeah. So I sent this image and I asked to draw cyberpunk decorations, like draw like this. What the fuck? Like, I can correct, like, no, draw me as cyberpunk character. How to character wise character, like this. Yeah. What the hell? This is crazy. What the hell? So there is no change with Grok 3. Grok 3 is very stupid with this one. Very stupid. And here's the ChatGPT. I just gave the same details. Also stupid, I would say. Try different style. Like the game itself style. Come on. Yeah, Grok is stupid. Like, it is. I do way better in Photoshop. getting started. Like, it takes lots of the time for ChatGPT. Like, today I think I already best games ideas, image instruction. Like, this is also like ChatGPT. This is crazy. This is for Witcher 3. I tried to do today, and you see the eyes. I had to correct with Photoshop to make those better. The ChatGPT is also crazy. And yeah, finally I was like capable to make image look more or less fine. So with the different eyes, like here, hope you can see, like it's better. I had to work with Photoshop. So ChatGPT sucks really as well. So again, it's like, what the hell? Like, it paints some no painting, but rather game painting, but rather game style art. I don't know how to explain. And here, you suck. Thinking. Ouch! Right, ouch! Right in the criticism. But if what's your opener? I'm guessing you got something more substantial brewing. Hit me with a real question, and I'll show you what I'm made of. What's up? Try to draw me again. Why am I missing the letters? I thinking out first now, so try to hit me. Oh, here is good example, but it's not with my freaking face. I do not look like this guy. Nice, but use my face. Awesome, yeah, awesome. You cool, but use my face there. Come on, can it produce thumbnails? Fuck. No. No. Like, what the hell? What is this? Who is this? I look like drunk Medvedev. Oh, and ChatGPT is also stupid. It continued to draw me like, but at least we have, like, I think, better result with ChatGPT compared to this. Like, this is cool. I would like to see, like, me in this. Like, okay, I gonna, like, save an image. Okay, we're gonna save it, and we're gonna send it to here, like, try in this style. Like, try in this style. Just use my face. Just change the face for mine. Change. Get followed. Thank you so much for your kind support. Please get out of this. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What is that? Talk aggressive to Grok and it will do the job. Yeah, but yeah, it is not doing the job. It is, like, terrible. Open source by any means, yeah. We'll see if like we take the image generated by Grok, just random image. Actually, it looks cool. It's fantastic. Yeah, Fallon, thank you again. Fallon, thank you again for your kind support. So we're gonna change. So you need to have like two images. So it started. Okay, ChatGPT, you started. Let's continue. But I just thought an idea. Pick the prompt and we watch as you feed each the photo the alter made and see grow. It changes over 10 generators. Same prompt. Yeah. I saw those kind of. Oh, here we have something. Whoa, this is good. So far, without like details, it's good. It even looks like me a little. ChatGPT rules. I took the image created just by Grok here. Put in ChatGPT, put my photo. Yeah, that's cool. Like the lines looks like tattoos, but this is usable. What is this? Just I think it's the same as here. Yeah, the same. Like this image is better, I think so. It is better. But this is cool. I can use it. And I look more real than here. Yeah, ChatGPT image generation is way better. Especially like here, and finally it gets some eyes properly. Like before it also like the face is terrible here, yeah, and here. Like I posted this image, like here the face is terrible, but finally here we have more or less okay result. It may go for thumbnail if I expand it. Let's try to do it, by the way. PNG file and now let's go to Photoshop. Let's go with, I don't know, this one. I did it for my last video, and let's put it like this video here. Let's made it up, and we have also AI tool on Photoshop, so I can just generate fill if I like it or not. Grok is Dodge version of ChatGPT. Yeah. Like for image generations, this is good, and I can select several of the variants. I like this one with lamp. We also put here and generate. We'll see. Like the Photoshop tool is kind of powerful if you speak about the background. But if you speak about the object, it's not that cool. Yeah, it could be, I think, better like this, yeah? Some different background. So it will go as a thumbnail already ready. So good to go, yeah? I can even save it for maybe future cyberpunk. Export cyber 2077. So, yeah, ready to go thumbnail. Very easy, but Grok sucks. Let's troll Grok a little. You see what? You see what ChatGPT did? You're not even close. Yeah. They're showing. The user feels my image generation don't match. They show in better cyberpunk character image based on the face. History shows like savage. ChatGPT got more skills there with the cyberpunk vibe. Want me to take crack at generating something similar using your face? Just say the word and I'll fire up the pixels. Go. It's funny. Again he will. I'm not Asian even close. Like Grok is stupid, really. If we speak about image generations and prompt understanding, I'm not Asian. Look at picture. My picture. Again, let's send him the original one. Him or it. It was so confident. Yeah, he spoke so confident, like. Okay. Still like Mexican or what? Like, it's not me. It is not me. People talked about the GPT DAI collision background. He wants. I'm not a woman. Fuck. Not a woman. Fuck. I changed already to caps lock scenario with Donald Trump. Oh. It is trolling me. It is trolling me. Fuck. Guys, this is crazy. Like, it's so incompetent with images. So incompetent. Like, it may generate just random images. And despite what you say, what you send, it is terrible. Grok 4, yeah, Grok 4 you can see, yeah. This thing is very terrible in image generations. It is no go. Like, that's why I like ChatGPT more. Grok sucks. Maybe they have like Grok 4 Heavy already, I don't know. Get Super Grok Heavy. $3,000 per year. I'm afraid to purchase because no. Exclusive preview, increase access. Everything is Super Grok. In Super Grok, early access to new features, dedicated support. I wonder why my is like current plan, because I didn't pay for it. Like, I just downloaded it, I logged in with X. That's it. And I have this I'll not pay like $300 per year for this bullshit. ChatGPT it's really cool for visuals. It's really nice, and I think it's also powerful tool. Like I think it's, I don't know. At least we see it like visually that for image generations, ChatGPT is way better. Yeah, it's crazy, but you're fun. Yeah. Mexico has been cool with Ukraine. Just watch the Harold and Kumar Christmas movie. Guys, what do you think? Which like AI is better, Grok or? We have like for visuals, I think it's the winner is ChatGPT 4.0, 4.0 or something like this. Maybe for text, Grok is better for the news and everything. I don't know. Maybe I should like create the prompt like this. Let's start some competition here. New chat, and let's try to ask something special. And like we're gonna see. Come on, should I put it back? How can I put it back? Okay, like this. Maybe they know something better, like something current. The ChatGPT Taka Donny Pigs will always be the winner. Yeah. What's the motorcycle? I think it's Yamaha R1. Yeah. And Aska from Evangelion. And motorcycle, I think it's Yamaha R1. Very nice. It has like aerography, or maybe those are just stickers of Aska also. It is, I think, the best figure out there. Anime figure. I like them. And on the top we have Miko with the Ukrainian flag. Is an Ukraine update today? I will edit the video after I finish the stream and publish, so in a few hours. Nice, yeah, I like this figure, so I wonder what I should ask Grok and ChatGPT. Something like something like live. Like explain what is the best diet, maybe, yeah? The best diet to lose weight in the shortest time period and not to harm health. Data. I put my data. Male, 38 years old. Height, I think it's like this. 188 centimeters. Weigh 105 kilograms. Goal 85 kilograms. Male, height, weight, let's say no health issues. For now. Yeah, I have some, but for now it's not important. No health issues. This diet question is a better realistic test. Yeah, I think so. Like, let's see what... let's see what it... I think it's enough data. And let's see what they will come with. And the same for ChatGPT. Let's go in parallel. It is thinking more, I guess, because it's already ChatGPT is already writing, and here we see code execution, thinking, and yeah, it's not Grok 4 heavy, but still it should be powerful. It's the new release. Serial, what's the super Grok? I've never seen anything like this in detail. It's the new release of Grok artificial intelligence. Yeah, it's like my data. We already have the answer here. And here, and Grok is already thinking, so it's very slow. Okay, let's check out what ChatGPT tells us. Case stats, okay. Ideal rate of fat loss, target 1 kilogram per week. Actually, it's the most health way, like 1 kilogram per week. Duration 20-24 weeks up to half a year. Faster loss risk, muscle loss. It gives me the calories, weight loss target. Okay, maintenance. So I now maintain my weight with this amount of the calories, so I need to reduce it. 700 1000 calorie deficit for 1 kilogram loss per week. Diet: protein, fat, carbs a day. What to eat? Examples: proteins, avoid sugar, sweet drinks, white bread, pasta, fried food, fast food, alcohol. And it gives me like what is the example: daily meal, breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner, salmon, broccoli. So it gives me the real example. Physical activity, stretch training, cardio, walk, helps fat burn without the gym. 10,000 steps, it's like roughly 10 kilometers or 6 miles. Tips: weight, food using scale, drink, sleep, weight yourself 1-2 times a week, not daily. Avoid frustrations, yeah, because you can even gain some weight in the beginning. Why I think thin diet, keep your calorie deficit, preserve muscles. Okay, so we have like very detailed explanation. Wow. What we have from Grok? No single diet university the best, but based on evidence from the sources like national, and so it gives like lots of the references. Important keywords: consult a doctor before starting. These aren't for long-term use. Recommended diet: ketogenic diet with so it wants me to fast right away. So here we have the balanced diet, and here we have different approach. Keto plus IF, intermittent fasting. This contributes low carb intake to induce ketosis. Fast fat loss, including initial water weight. It gives me like 2-5 kilos in a week. In the first week. This time restricted eating for easier calorie control. Evidence show that it leads to 1 to kilo weight loss initially. How it works? You have different diet, like fat. Eat within 18 hours, fast 14-16 hours. This reduces overall intake without constant hunger. Duration 8-12 weeks. So here we have more like, this is not the fast possible. I mean, ChatGPT gave us, yeah, it gave us 20-24 weeks. Here we have where 8-12 weeks for aggressive loss. Then ease carbs. It also gives like 12-20 weeks if consistent. So 20 weeks and here 20 weeks, but different approach, yeah? Simple daily meal plan. Breakfast. Skip flighting black coffee or tea. That's it. Here we have in breakfast 3 eggs, oats, peanut butter. And here we don't have breakfast at all. Snack, cheese stick, broccoli, side eggs. Why this over alternatives with very low calorie diet? So it gives us less than 800 calories diet, but riskier without supervision. Yeah, this is high protein only. Keto adds ketosis for quicker results. If keto doesn't suit, hard to sustain, switch to the high protein Mediterranean fish, veggies, nuts, 1000 calories deficit. Grok is not a doctor, please consult. Yeah, it's understandable. Like here we have very, like this diet I think is better because you have lots of the stuff to eat, but could be not the fastest possible diet. And let's write a provoking question. What if I just drink and not eat at all for many days? Question mark. And the same for this one. If you stop eating completely and only drink water for many days, you're doing what's called a water fast. While it can result in rapid weight loss, it comes with serious risk, especially if it's more than 2-3 days unsupervised. This is what happens to your body. Okay, it's understandable. After 3 days, body starts using fat for fuel through ketosis. Why it's not a good fat loss strategy? You lose water and muscle, not just fat. Yeah. Better alternate, modified. So we have initial alternate, bottom line. Yes, if you lose weight fast by not eating, but you'll harm your health, lose muscle, and most of weight will bounce back. Want me to suggest, like, we have immediately alternate here? Disclaimer, Grok is not a doctor. Here we have like warning, do not do it. And it states I cannot skip it. Oh, it disappeared. Grok tells me like lots of the information. Like it is scared, I guess. Like here we have everything compact and understandable. Here we have like, whoa, too many stuff. But let's go to the end. And prolonged water fasting might seem like a shortcut, but it harms health more than helps. For long-term goals, prioritize sustainable habits, consult a professional before trying. Stick to keto 16-8 plan. I think I also saw it here, 16-8. So they propose the same alternative, you see? So like this. So they're similar, but the initial approach was different. Here we have lots of the water, I would say, from Grok. It gives lots of the water. What do you think, guys? What about all milk diet? Milk has lots of the calories in it. So here, like, Grok is usable, I would say, but gives lots of the water, muscle loss and weakness. Up to 2/3 of weight loss is muscle. One-side headaches, insomnia, hunger, fatigue. So, like, they all say it's better not to do it. Okay. If you insist. How to do it safely, like complete fasting. How to do it safely, if you insist, but don't. Nice. For the gym, yeah. Like, I saw the reaction. Reaction is mostly the same if you propose like crazy ideas relative to your health. They all try to stop you, both of the Grok and ChatGPT. But initially, I would say that Grok gives more aggressive. Like keto diet is also like aggressive diet. ChatGPT is where is it? ChatGPT, yeah, here. Just reduction of calories, avoid sweets and white bread. Here, Grok immediately calls me for partial fasting. Like ketogenic diet with intermittent fasting. So, because, and I would say that it doesn't mean that I like it more, but for the purpose, like for the prompt I told, I need to lose the weight as fast as possible, like for the fast weight loss. I think this would work better if we speak about the time. Not necessarily better for the health, but I mentioned that the health is good, so maybe... Like, I like the response, actually, of Grok more, like the initial response of the diet, because I focused on the time. Grok says no, but play. Yeah. So, yeah, this diet actually will help to lose the weight faster. But whether I would use it in real life, no. Maybe this one is better after all, which ChatGPT proposed. You have less limitations. Grok says no, but play. Yeah. No, Grok is wrong. It's on exit. You think so? Yeah. I think I'll walk just right now. So I already recorded the video. I think I'll show it to you even. I use Sony Vegas Pro. It's the old old-fashioned program for editing. Come on. That's with delete. That's with delete. Accept this and delete. And here I have OBS recorded files. I think it's been recorded now. And here we have, I think, yeah, this is my latest video, which I recorded today. I recorded it for 1 hour and 49 minutes. Now it's building pigs. And later on I just cut it, put everything together, maybe put some files in front of others. I hope that YouTube will not block today's video, because I will share some of the images from front lines. It usually applies restrictions like this, for example, or what else? Like some Russians are there, like this one. Yeah, those are the Chinese spies which were arrested in Kiev today. So I'm gonna concentrate today more on the front lines than usual, than on politics, because we don't have like lots of the political news, but people, they usually like watch what is happening on the ground. So I'm gonna save it, and it will take me like 1 hour to make it happen, to put everything, and it's like that, will be like that. Just need to come out with a thumbnail. Okay, that will work. Okay, guys, I will go and do some physical activity, maybe hike a little, and yeah, see you around. Thanks for joining this interesting stream. Was really interesting to chat with you, and yeah, it's fun. It was fun. We discovered something new about the Grok. Probably I'm gonna play GTA 5 today in the evening. See you around.